since that's what we're going to have you guys work. So I want you guys to face each other. Whatever grips I get, Dave's going to get as well. I'm going to grab his collar. I want you guys not to walk super straight up over here, because in Jiu-Jitsu over there, I'll try to get to my legs. So I want you to practice this base. You can keep your feet staggered. Just try to have your head on the same level, and you guys can walk around. We're not going to step on the hip right now. I'm going to try to lift my leg next to him. So as I'm moving, look at how I'm going to lift my leg next to him, and I'm going to try to circle and try to bring my partner into close guard. So a long time I use stepping on my partner's hip. With time I find that if I can just lift my leg through while I'm pulling my partner down, it makes it a little bit easier to get into close guard. So if you're gonna spin, just make sure you're not rotating this way and lifting this leg up, right? I'm trying to go this way, leg goes up, bring my partner into close guard, back, and do it again. Okay, so this is a easy warm up. We'll go 2 minutes, so go just one and one back and forth. Realistic, and just so we work on an easy way of trying to get my partner's hands from me, from my hip, onto the ground, right? You never want to be posting right on the floor because it'd be very easy for me to come up and attack the way you are. So that's why I'm having top person really try to post. All I want you guys to try to do is combine the pummeling of your hands going inside of theirs with the posture break. If I just bring my hands in but I don't break their posture, they can get it right back, or sometimes I'm not even going to be able to break her hands. If I only pull her with my legs, she's going to keep her head up and stay postured. So I want you to try to combine both. Bring your hands to the inside, and as I'm just shooting my hands to the ceiling, try to bring my partner's hand to the ground. Once we're here, we can choose whatever side we're going to come up towards because I have both the wrists in control. I just want you guys to try to angle your hip. So for example, right now, her head is a little bit more this side, right? So I feel like it's a lot easier for me to come up to that side because I don't have to go over her head. So I can step my feet on the ground, and look at how I want you guys to just scoot a little bit out to the side. If I stay square and I try to come up, it could work. But if I step, move my hip a little bit off to the side, it becomes a little bit easier for me to come up all the way through. Now, work on easy variations here. Once I'm over her shoulder, I want you guys to just transfer. I'm going to go free hand on the elbow, wrist hand on the ground, and we use the opposite foot. Don't let this leg be too extended, because if I try to come up with this hip bump sweep and my leg is out, I'm going to land on my foot and it's going to go against me. Try to just tuck this foot back. The more I tuck this foot back and I lift my hip and look over my shoulder, it's a lot smoother for me to come up on my knee, and it's going to be a lot more effective and easy to do. So again, we'll start in close guard again. I just want the top person to really pulse and keep their head up, and you guys are going to combine the hands coming in with the posture break. Just remember, the posture break, it's not about bringing my knees in, it's a lot more about bringing my heels into the lower back. That also keeps them down if I wanted to. So I go inside, as my hands are going towards the ceiling, the heel comes in, I control the wrist. If I have a clear view of this side, I'm not going to try to go over there. It's going to make it a lot harder to run over her head. So I go feet down, hip out. Now, look at this foot, how it stays on the ground the whole time, and how my other foot just tucks in so that I can lift my hip and use both my posts to come up over my shoulder and just sweep my partner into mount. Just make sure, guys, that you don't let go of the elbow until you get on top. Once you get here, you can practice both posting out and also controlling the head and using just one post. But make sure you're not letting go of the elbow till you get to the top. Okay, so just going back and forth there. We can start in close guard this time. I won't time it, so just take your time doing it and work on another variation after. In case we can get on top. So after I'm able to control my partner's wrist, so I pummel in, bring her down, and I control the wrist, I want to make sure that I don't go from my back to the top, because it would be very hard. And another thing, it is not necessarily wrong to climb up with your guard closed, right? And what we're going to do now to try to attack the Kimura, sometimes I can do it with my guard closed. The only problem with that is that I have no posts, right? So it could be a little bit harder to come up with my guard closed than it is having my feet on the ground. Especially because when I have my feet on the ground, I can hip out a little bit, which makes it a lot easier to come up. So try to think of that. It's not necessarily wrong, but if you guys having a hard time coming up, that might be the reason why. So after we get here, guys, I want you guys to do this two ways. We can do the Kimura on our own, so not necessarily have a failed sweep. So I can go same way up. The biggest difference would be that once I'm coming here, instead of switching hands, my hand is going through this one already has the thumb connected. I'm going to grab onto my own wrist. And from here on, it's always better to release my thumb. And why? Now, I'm going to fall back, and when I fall back to attack, I don't want to go on my back. Again, it's not wrong to go here, but if I can land with my back where my elbow is, my angle is going to be a lot better. So look at how I'm going to fall off to the side, and I don't even need to necessarily close my guard. I can just shoot my leg over, squeeze my knees together. Now we'll go back to the thumb. If I had my thumbs like this, if she extends her arm, it's very hard for me to fight against that, right? Now, if I have my thumbs connected, if my partner tries to extend the arm, I can clamp my wrist down. It not only makes it really hard for her to extend and defend, but it gives me a better angle. The perfect Kimura angle is not hand to the ceiling. It's hand on their back and then hand onto the back of their head. So that's gonna help, guys. So when we come up over here after we have the control, it's normal that you have your thumb out, but after I climb up to my elbow and my hand is going through, try to just switch your wrist so that or switch your thumb so that both of them are out. Then again, when we fall, I try to have my back go on my elbow, my leg goes over her back, I squeeze my knees together. Don't try to finish from here. Clamp your wrist down, make her hand go on her back, and now just climb it up her back slowly. Now, this is one way that we can do it, but I want you guys just to see that in case I'm trying to go to a hip bump sweep and I'm coming up and as I'm trying to sweep, she pulls her hand on the ground, I can dive right into it. So I can let go of my post and fall right into the same position. So I want you guys to practice both. Control the wrist, angle your hip, come up and go for it, but also attack the hip bump sweep, pulling her post, but in case she posts on the ground, we just fall right into it and work the same way. Okay, so just working those two combinations there, guys. Center, start pushing back, the same way that I can use this to start standing up and breaking it open, right? So it's only gonna be a minute long. I'm gonna try and have you guys just work closed guard itself. If you open up, start over. If you're able to finish our sweep as the bottom person, start over, okay? No matter how many times you open or you succeed in a sweep, 1 minute down the whole time, then 1 minute up the whole time, and when we change a little bit. Okay? Go to the same partners for now. Let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3.